my name is Carol, and welcome to my kitchen in Dover, Ohio. What I'd like to make for you today is breakfast Stromboli. Now, how I came up with this was, my kids like to invite other kids over to have sleepovers anytime they get a chance. And I was trying to think of something that I could serve to them, whether they got up at 8 o'clock in the morning or slept in until 11. So, regular Stromboli is a huge hit in our house. You know, the kind with pepperoni and cheese inside of the bread. So I thought, why not make it breakfast? So that's how I came up with it. Well, this is what you're going to need to make breakfast Stromboli. You need a 1 pound loaf of frozen bread dough, 1/2 pound of any type of your favorite breakfast sausage. It doesn't have to be ground. Matter of fact, this wasn't ground, but I just opened it up and took the casing off to use it this way. 3 eggs to scramble the way you like your eggs scrambled, and then we like onions and red peppers, so I sauteed some of those, but anything that you like inside that your family likes is fine to put in. Then of course, 1/2 bag of the 8-ounce mild cheddar Sargento shredded cheese. And then to finish it off, we need 1 more egg with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of grated Parmesan to put on top. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do with that thawed bread dough is stretch it. Stretch it into the shape that we're going to make for Stromboli. And as you can tell, it's kind of like pizza dough that you always see people stretching. You're going to want it about as long as the cutting board because it's going to need to fit in your pan. So once I get the length, then I stretch for my width. And you're going to want it about 6 inches wide, twice as wide as your finished product will be. So I stretched it wide, and now I continue to stretch it again long. And you do this until it just doesn't bounce back anymore on you. And it'll always bounce back some, but that's fine. When you go to roll it over, it'll stay. So there we go. That's about 18 inches by 5 to 6 inches wide. So the first thing that I'm going to put down is my sausage. Just go ahead. And spread it out. Next, my onions and peppers. Now when you cook your sausage, you see mine has some of the brown specks on it. I cooked all these things in one pan, so you only are dirtying one dish. And I started with the sausage, and so I could take advantage of the flavor from the sausage to cook my onions and peppers, and then my eggs. There's flavor in those brown bits, so you want to go ahead and take advantage of that flavor, which is why that you see my eggs have some specks in it. They're not the normal bright yellow scrambled eggs. Then we're going to add our cheese. You see it's kind of shrinking up on me a little bit. It almost looks like it's extremely full. But I'll be able to stretch that and then pinch it shut. And take it all the way out to the end. Gotta get that cheese in there because that's what holds it all together and just makes it melty and yummy. Now comes the little bit tricky part, but you can handle it. What I typically do is go ahead and pull it a little bit, and then take the end and just pull it right over top and pinch the seam together. Now once I get this all over, I will flip it over so that I can do it your direction. There. Now that I have half done, just fold it over pinched it together. If this isn't wet or moist, the dough will just adhere to itself. You don't have to worry about it. It's if you get it wet that it doesn't want to stick to itself. There we got a little hole, little tear. Just fill it in. Go over it, pinch it. Make sure that seam is nice and tight. Then we take our egg wash, which is, again, this 1 egg beaten with a 1/4 tablespoon of garlic salt and a tablespoon of grated Parmesan. And we go ahead, you know what, I think I'm going to wait till I put it on the pan before I do that, so it's easier to handle. Let me go ahead and get my pan. And before I start, I go ahead and turn the oven on to 375 to get it preheated. Nice and set. You know, I have found out that it works better if I put my seam underneath, so then there's no chance of it popping open. Go ahead and adjust that. Then we just brush the egg wash on, and then it'll get nice and shiny when it bakes, and you have that salt from the garlic salt and the cheese that just adds to the flavor when you go to take a bite. Okay, now I'm going to put it in the oven, and I'm going to use a 375-degree oven and bake it for 20 minutes. Well, it's been 20 minutes and the bread is baked now. Look at this golden brown crust that egg wash makes. Doesn't that look yummy? Well, you know, you don't have to make this only if you have a bunch of hungry kids in the morning. You can make this if your girlfriends come over. My girlfriends just love to eat this. So I hope you enjoy the recipe. I think I have some time now, so I want to make another one up for my son, the cameraman, to take back to college. Enjoy!